Welcome to the intro. I'm Davenant Doyle, and today on the show, we're featuring Myst Milano. Myst is an activist, a DJ, a composer, a producer, and their mantra is no genre, no gender, no rules. Performing their song No Shade, here's Myst Milano.
I'm not in their category of what's normal or what seems right to them, which personally I don't give a fuck.
Gotta feed my hunger, gotta quench my thirst. Let me adjust my bra, let me fix my skirt. Let me get this work, let me make it hurt. Get out the cab, let me get there last. Let me go home first. It's no shade when you're top grade. Sometimes you can't stay for dessert. Gotta feed my hunger, gotta quench my thirst. Let me adjust my bra, fix my skirt. Let me get this work, let me make it hurt. Get out the cab, let me get there last. Let me go home first. It's no shade, but when you're top grade, sometimes you can't stay for dessert. Flavor fresh, you can see I'm paid to death. Man hanging off my neck, cash to tech. I mean no disrespect, but next to these chickens I'm best. I am the blueprint, I'm the test. What's next? Don't give these chickens no rest. Came out pumping up to something. I am sickening, so disgusting, so disgusting.
I'm so what?
I'm so kitty cat, I'm so This attitude ain't no front. I write my own songs, do my own stunts, hike my own thongs. So they said French cut, ride him like a, and make him my, turn into a. When the sun come up, and that's just my life. You can't get enough. Gotta feed my hunger, gotta quench my thirst. Let me adjust my bra, let me fix my skirt. Let me get this work, let me make it hurt. Get out the cab, let me get there last. Let me go home first. It's no shade when you're top grade. Sometimes you can't stay for dessert. Miss not misty, fresh and minty. My name ring bells in my city. Tall and pretty, you can't miss me. Let's get to the nitty gritty. I don't take shade from cheese with no fruit. I got the cup if you got the juice. You find me tough luck, keep it a buck. You might wanna look, but don't ever touch, move. I need room, trust when I say get out my green room. No shade, don't even see you. Walk right past you like you're see-through. If you don't know about me, you need to. Please boo, don't be late, keep it cute. Have you on your knees by the time I leave. Please believe I kill, I make them grieve. Gotta feed my hunger, yeah. Gotta quench my thirst, yeah. Let me adjust my bra. Shout out to the TKBA, the Toronto Kiki Ballroom Alliance. This is Maldita, Maldita Zita Mother, Maldita, Maldita Siriano and Vixen, Vixen. Let's go legend, legend. Let's go legend, legend. Vixen, Vixen, Vixen. Ow, get into them, now get into me. Ow, get into them, now get into me. Ow, get into them, now get into me. MYS, MYS, that MYST.
Welcome to the intro. I'm so happy you're here today.
Thanks for having me.
So that last song is an homage to the magic of the ballroom scene. How has ballroom inspired you as an artist?
Ballroom has been a big part of my life since I was a teenager, first from watching it from afar and then moving to Toronto in my early 20s and getting to join in on it. It's created a hunger for knowing myself. Ballroom is talent, and so it's made me want to be a more talented person and want to kind of touch all corners of art and artistry.
You started playing drums when you were 11, guitar when you were 15, but you were on stage as soon as you could walk. You know, what motivated you to get into music at such a young age?
I'm not sure. I think I just always have had like a hunger to be a musician. I think that my first real knowing that music was what I wanted to do was when I saw, I think it was Madonna at the VMAs when I was like 3. It was like 98. And I remember watching her and thinking, I want to do that. And so ever since then, I guess I've just been wanting to be on a stage and wanting to perform and wanting to make music of my own.
And we have so much to thank Madonna for now here again today.
Yeah.
You've been making music for a really long time, but you didn't release your debut album until last year when you put out Shapeshifter, which you made during the pandemic. And I know that lockdown was such a tremendously challenging time for musicians, but having access to the CERB grant was life-changing. How did CERB actually help you make this record?
CERB gave me enough funds to be able to buy a new laptop because my old one was falling apart and I couldn't really make music on it anymore. And it also gave me the freedom to I guess the whole lockdown gave me the freedom to just sit at home and make stuff without interruptions. And I think CERB is a great case for universal basic income in that, especially for artists and for creatives, like it's so hard making a living in these professions and making like a meaningful living doing things that honestly that make society a better place to live in. I think that artists create so much of what we lean on when we need something, you know? And so I think that the CERB gave me the opportunity to focus on art in a way that I haven't been able to before.
You've said that you are a commentator and it's your job to tell the real truth about all the things that you see and you hear, which is exactly what you did when 19-year-old activist Oluwatoyin Salau was murdered at the height of the George Floyd protests. Can you tell us how that tragedy inspired this next song, Oh Boy, that you're about to play for us?
Yeah, it was rough because I was doing like 18, 19, sometimes like 22-hour days during the protests, doing conflict journalism work and connecting with street medics and just trying to connect people and keep them safe. And so to see someone who looked so much like my friends or like my little sister, who was in the same line of work, doing the same things as me, to see her murdered by the people she was trying to protect was rough. And so I had to write about it.
Well, I want to say thank you on behalf of so many people for the selfless work that you do. So excited for this next song. Here's Oh Boy, Myst Milano.
Dudes with no skills wanna link and build. They wanna clink up the glass, wanna drink and chill. Empty-headed dudes with the cups half filled. All tool in the shed with a screw half drilled. They ain't never leave a track half killed. Wanna go platinum, show half a mil. Tall chicken platforms, give them what they ask for. Cover with the mask on, leave them fulfilled. I ain't never need a man to make me. Take them on a date, now you wanna debate me. High stakes, skyscrapers, paper chasers, airplanes, late trains, empty saviors. Never do minor, no, just major. Real good, real bad behavior. Days go by, I don't waste no time. Baby, take what's mine and I'll catch you later. Peace. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, yeah. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, yeah. Every time I touch the mic, I leave that destroy. Baby, take you sky higher than the bomb gets deployed. Like boom, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I've been sober since last October. It gets harder as the days get colder. Nights get longer and the cops get bolder. It's like the sun's giving us the cold shoulder. Gets more real as I get older. Sometimes I break cause I ain't made of steel. Trying to take breaks and let myself heal. Feelings concealed like a gun in a holster. Another dead girl on a poster. I don't know, but I feel like we could have been friends. And if life don't stop, world don't end, maybe we can seek justice, she could get avenged. Gets harder to pretend I'm hopeful, like I don't wish my head was in a rope. Hoping one day God will come down laughing and this will have been one big old joke. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, yeah. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, yeah. Every time I touch the mic, I leave that destroy. Baby, take you sky high and then the bomb gets deployed like boom. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Do it, say it, learn it, take it, feel it, be it, make it right. Do it, say it, learn it, take it, feel it, be it, make it right. Do it, say it, learn it, take it, feel it, be it, make it right. Do it, say it, learn it, take it, feel it, be it, make it right. Do it, say it, learn it, take it, feel it, be it, make it right.
Thank you for that. So I've gone down quite the wormhole watching live videos of you performing in front of an audience, and the way that you have control over people's hearts, bodies, and minds when you play music is really something to behold. So I have to ask, how much of making music for you is about that connection, that sense of community?
I think I only make music to be performed. Like, I'm always thinking about what the performance is going to look like, how I want it to feel when I'm performing it live, what I want it to convey, how I want the audience to feel when I perform it. And so I would consider myself like a performer before I consider myself a musician. Like, performance is extremely important to what I do and to the way that I make music and to the reasons why I make music, to the purpose of it.
Well, that's so interesting because, you know, these days you can look at songwriting credits and there could be 28 writers on one song, but I look at your songwriting credits and you are the lyricist and you are the sole composer and you're also the sole producer. You know, how important is it for you to have full control over your narrative?
I don't know if all of that is about like control over my narrative or if I just have a super succinct vision of how I want things to play out and what I want them to look like and how I want them to feel. I think I got tired, especially on the production end, of relying on other people to like try and convey what I had on my mind or like on my heart even. So it's just gives you a lot of freedom to be able to dictate how things come out sounding.
Well, clearly it worked because the album, Shapeshifter, got nominated in the long list for the Polaris Music Prize, which is a huge, huge deal. How did that feel to you that all of this work that you did, a lot of it alone, mostly alone, was rewarded and recognized in that way?
It felt great. It was extremely validating and exciting, and it was just confirmation that to keep going, keep pushing, and keep doing what I do, and to stay true to myself also.
I want to get to this next song that you're about to play. So you're heavy into astrology, you read tarot cards, and in this next song, the first line, "You can't lie to me, boy. I'm too psychic." Is that true? Are you psychic as well?
I'd say so. Like, I don't know. I think that like my friends and stuff, like I'll tell them about what's going on in like my dating life, and I'll tell them about my reactions to things, and they'll think I'm crazy for doing it. But when I don't listen to my intuition, everything goes south. So I would say that like I think everyone has a little psychic powers in them, and I just listen to mine more than most people do.
If there's a mission statement to be taken out of this interview today, it's trust your intuition.
Absolutely.
Here's Never Be Me, Myst Milano.
You can't lie to me, boy, I'm too psychic. Got him all confused because he likes who likes existential crisis. Leave him lifeless, knocked out. I'ma get on stage tonight, rock out with my... He said he get stage fright, he could never be me. Said, boy, I know that's right, yeah, you could never be me. She said, damn, you really got that wet like to the nth degree. She said, damn, you really are the girl these chicks pretend to be. If I ever called it quits with you, you probably dead to me. Please don't expect to be friendly if you can't stretch to respect me. My coach shoulder is deadly legendary around these parts. I'm not no handyman, I caught a man, no broken heart. He say he gets too attached, he could never be me. He be wanting people back, boy, you could never be me. She said, damn, you really got that wet like to the nth degree. Said, damn, you really are the girl these chicks pretend to be. Rubbing on myself like there's a genie in a bottle. If I had 3 wishes, I'd use 2 to wish these sorrow. Be on my merry way, no time to waste. These bills won't pay themselves. Go to hell, you ain't winning with me. You holding L, said he can't be bossy. He could never be me. He said winning is too costly. He could never be me. She said, damn, you really got that wet like to the nth degree. Yeah, damn, you really are the girl these chicks pretend to be. I so wave, I float, I so top, I go. I so baby girl when I dress like boy and I rock the boat. Got on the west coast, so when we bone, I get a view. Got down in the States, I make American dreams come true. Got in Europe, so when I tour, I never get bored. Got on internet, into digital intercourse. Got ceiling the floor, my girl's never on empty. You could never best me, and you could definitely never be me. You could never be me, no, you could never be me. You could never be me, yeah, you could never be. You could never be me, yeah, you could never be me, yeah, you could never be me. Ow, ow.
That was Myst Milano, and what a treat to have them on our stage today. If you want to know more about Myst, head on over to cbcmusic.ca/the intro.